So, hello students. We will start doing problems based on applications of derivatives. I'll put the first question on the board. Because these questions are very long, it's not easy to write it on the board. Here is the first question. Let's read the question. The displacement s of a particle is given. You have to find acceleration. So if s is given, the displacement a cos omega t plus b sine omega t. Velocity is derivative of displacement. A is a constant using chain rule. Derivative of cos is minus sine omega t, and derivative of omega t is just omega. Then plus b is a constant. Using chain rule, derivative of sine is cos omega t, and derivative of omega t is omega. But acceleration is derivative of velocity. So minus a omega is a constant. Derivative of sine using chain rule is cos omega t, but derivative of omega t is omega. So it will become omega squared. Then b omega is a constant. Derivative of cos is using chain rule minus sine omega t. Derivative of omega t is omega. So you have to multiply omega. It will become omega squared. You can take minus common, omega square common. Left is a cos omega t plus b sine omega t. That is minus omega square. This is nothing but the given displacement s. So the correct option is option D. I'll put the second question on the board. Here is question number 2. If a particle moves according to the law, again the position is given as t cube by 3 minus 3t square plus 8t. Then the distance covered before it comes to rest. So when does the particle come to rest? Rest means velocity should be 0. So take s t cube by 3 minus 3t square. Find the derivative of s, you will get velocity. By 3 is a constant, derivative of t cube is 3t square. Minus 3t square derivative is 6t. You can cancel 3. Set it equal to 0. Take t common. T minus 6 equal to 0. T equal to 0 and 6. So first time it will come to rest at t equal to 6. So the distance covered S of 6, how much, what is the position at 6? Is 6 cubed by 3 minus 3 into 6 square plus 8 into 6. Here I forgot the derivative. I forgot to write 8t. And derivative of 8t also I forgot. Sorry for that. So we have to find the derivative of 8t, that is 8, and then make the velocity 0. Factorize it, t minus 4 into t minus 2 equal to 0. T is 2, 4. First time it is coming to rest when t is 2. So at that time, the distance covered or the position 2 cubed by 3 minus 3 into 2 square plus 8 into 2. That is 8 by 3 minus 12 plus 16. That is 8 by 3 plus 4. Or 8 plus 12 by 3. That is 20 by 3 is the distance covered in first 2 seconds. Okay, I'll put question number 3 on the board. A stone is thrown vertically up and the height is S reached in time t given to you. S is 80t minus 16t square. The stone reaches maximum height when t, maximum height you have to find. To find maximum height, first of all, you have to take the height and find the derivative of the height, which is 80 minus 32t. Make it equal to 0. 32t equal to 80. T is 80 by 32. 16 2, 16 5. So T is 2.5. Option B. You need not go in deep because this is just multiple choice questions. You can directly write the answer. You need not go for first derivative test, second derivative test, and waste time. Okay, I'll put the next question. That is question number 4. A stone is thrown vertically up from the top of a tower 64 meters high according to the law S equal to 48t minus 16t square. The greatest height above the ground. So the height is given to you 48t minus 16t square. But it is from the top of the tower. So actually, tower's height is also considered, but we will take it later. To get the maximum height, you have to take the derivative of the height, that is 48 minus 32t, make it equal to 0. 32t equal to 48. T is 48 by 32. 16 threes, 16 twos, it is 1.5. But they're asking you the maximum height. So in the height, you have to put T as 1.5. 48 into 1.5 minus 16 into 1.5 whole square. But to this, you have to add 64, the height of the tower. 64 meters is the height of the tower. So that we are writing now. So that means I can write the maximum height as 48 into 3 by 2 minus 16 into 3 by 2 whole square is 9 by 4 plus 64. 2 24s, 4 4s. So 72 minus 36 plus 64. That is 64 plus 36. That is 100 meters. Option C. Now let's go to question number 5. This is question number 5. If the rate of change of area of the circle is equal to rate of change of its diameter, then what is the radius? Area of the circle is pi r square. Rate of change of area. Pi is a constant. Derivative of r square is 2r. But you have to write dr by dt. Next, diameter is 2r. Rate of change of diameter. Derivative of 2r is 2 dr by dt. So these two are equal. The two rates, the two derivatives. 2 pi r dr by dt equal to 2 dr by dt. Dr by dt will cancel. 2 will cancel. So pi r equal to 1. Radius is 1 by pi. And 1 by pi is given in option B. This is how you can find the radius. Next is question number 6. Here is question number 6. If rate of change of volume of a sphere is equal to rate of change of radius, then find the radius. Volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Rate, that is the derivative, is 4 pi by 3 is a constant. Derivative of r cube is 3r squared dr by dt. So this rate of change of volume, that is, you can cancel these two. 4 pi r squared dr by dt is equal to rate of change of radius. So dr by dt will cancel. 4 pi r square equal to 1. R square is 1 by 4 pi. R is 1 by square root of 4 pi. That is, R is 1 by 2 root pi. So in this way, option D is the radius. Next. Question number 7. The side of a cube is equal to the diameter of a sphere. If the side and radius increase at the same rate, then ratio of increase of their surfaces is. So side of a cube is S, diameter of sphere is D. D is 2R. So side is equal to diameter 2R. If the derivative of side and derivative of radius is same, then you have to find ratio of surface area of cube to surface area of sphere. That too, ratio. So first of all, we will take S equal to 2R. Derivative ds by dt is 2 dr by dt. This is what it is given. But it is given that ds by dt is same as dr by dt, equal to 2 into dr by dt. So 2 into dr by dt minus dr by dt equal to 0. Taking dr by dt common, 2 minus 1. So dr by dt we got equal to 0. But how this will be possible? Dr by dt cannot be 0. So here we are not supposed to find the derivative like this. They gave that side is equal to 2r. And then we have to see something with surface areas ratio. That too rate. It is not given in the question, but increase of surface area is given. Increase means rate. So surface area of the cube is 6s square and surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. But you have to find rate. Here the derivative will be 12s into ds by dt. You're finding the ratio. Here the derivative will be 8 pi r into dr by dt. But we can write s as 2r, ds by dt as dr by dt because it is given. And is 2 means divided by 8 pi r into dr by dt, this ratio. Dr by dt will cancel, r will cancel, then 4 3s, 4 2s, 2 1s and 2 1s will cancel. Left is just 3 by pi or 3 is to pi. That means option D is correct. Next, we will go to question number 8. If the percentage increase in the edge of a cube is K, percentage increase in the volume is. So edge we will take as S. So percentage increase means delta S or dou S by S into 100 is K. That is what is considered for percentage increase. Now percentage increase in volume. Volume of the cube is S cube. So dou V is derivative 3s square dou S. Dou V by V, you have to divide by S cube. So S square and S will cancel. Now dou V by V you multiply by 100 because percentage increase in volume. 3 dou S by S multiply by 100. Dou S by S into 100 is K. So 3K will be the answer. Option C. Next is question number 9. According to question 9, f dash of 1 is 1. Derivative of f of 2x is f dash of x for all x greater than 0. So f dash x is differentiable. Then there exists a number c in the interval 2 to 4 such that f double dash of c equal to. We know that f dash of 1 is 1. And when you find the derivative of f of 2x using chain rule, f derivative is f dash of 2x, but 2x derivative is 2. This is equal to f dash x. It is given. Now put x equal to 1. So we will have 2 into f dash of 2 equal to f dash of 1. But f dash of 1 is 1. So f dash of 2 is 1 by 2. This is what we have. Similarly, because the interval is 2, 4, we got f dash of 2. Now we want f dash of 4. For that, you have to put x equal to 2. So 2 into f dash of 4 equal to f dash of 2. 2 into f dash of 4 is f dash of 2, we got 1 by 2. So f dash of 4 is 1 by 4. Now, according to mean value theorem, we are taking y equal to f dash x, which is differentiable. Differentiable means it is continuous also on the interval 2 to 4. That means the derivative f double dash of c according to mean value theorem it will be equal to f dash of 4 minus f dash of 2 by 4 minus 2. F dash of 4 is 1 by 4. F dash of 2 is 1 by 2 by 2. That is minus 1 by 4 by 2 or minus 1 by 8. Option B. Next is I'll put question number 10. F of x and g of x are two functions which are differentiable for all x greater than x naught. F of x naught equal to g of x naught. F double dash x is greater than g of x for all x greater than 0. Then which of the options will be correct? So first of all, we will take the function f of x minus g of x as h of x. Now we will find h dash of x. That is f dash x minus g dash x. Here in the question, what is given? F of x and g of x both are differentiable. That means h of x is differentiable. That means it is continuous. The interval we have to take x naught to x because x naught is lesser and x is greater in this interval. Then according to mean value theorem, h dash x, how will it be written? H of x minus h of x naught by x minus x. But what did we get for h dash x? F of x minus g dash x. And here in the question, it is f dash x greater than g dash x. They gave f dash x is greater than g dash x. That means f dash x minus g dash x is greater than 0. So h dash x is greater than 0. If h dash x is greater than 0, here also we can write h dash x is greater than 0. That means we can write h of x minus h of x naught is greater than 0. Or we can say h of x is greater than h of x. That means the derivative is positive. What did we get finally is h dash x is positive. So h of x is increasing. H of x is increasing. What is h of x? f of x minus g of x. So it has to be greater than 0. That means f of x has to be greater than g of x. So it is option D, the last option. Next, I will put question number 11, but this is not the complete question. The remaining question also I'll put it. Give me some time. It's a very big question. Options, I'll put it on the next page. Just see the question now. Options I'll put here because if I put options also, you can't see. Here in the next page, I have put only options. Okay, the graph of y equal to f of x is shown below. F of x is derivative of f of x. That means when you find derivative of f of x, you will get another function f of x. Then what is f of x equals? So here you can see the graph of f of x and you can see the options. Point of inflection and local maximum and local minimum. They are talking about all these. So, because f dash x is f of x, when you find the derivative of f, you are getting f. So if you find the integral of this f, you will get f of x. That is what it is clear. But here see clearly, what did they give? Did they give you derivative or antiderivative? F of x is antiderivative. Antiderivative. Antiderivative means integral. So integral of f of x is f of x. Okay. So what does that mean? If you take f dash x, it will be f of x. And f double dash x will be f dash x. This is what we know. Now, what we have to find? We have to tell about big f of x. That means where is the point of inflection? Where is local maximum? Where is local? So for local maximum, local minimum, you have to take the derivative equal to 0. That means you have to take the graph of f of x equal to 0. If you see the graph of f of x, because f dash means f1. So it is 0 at pi by 2, pi and 3 pi by 2. X equal to pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2. They are critical numbers or turning points. Anything, critical numbers, turning points you can take. Turning points, but of f of x. These are the turning points, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2. So pi by 2, pi and 3 pi by 2, there only you can have local maximum, local minimum. But How will you find local maximum, local minimum? You take the number line, take pi by 2, pi and 3 pi by 2. Of course, from 0 to 2 pi we are taking. We can see the graph only in this interval. Now 0 to pi by 2, f of x. We are talking about f dash, but it is f only. So 0 to pi by 2, f dash, that is f, is positive. Pi by 2 to pi, it is below, so negative. Pi to 3 pi by 2, below, so negative. 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, so positive. That means f is increasing, decreasing, decreasing, increasing. That means increasing means going up, going down, again going down, going up. That means there is a maximum, local maximum at pi by 2 and local minimum at 3 pi by 2. So maximum at x equal to pi by 2, minimum at x equal to 3 pi by 2. So in the options, maximum at x equal to pi by 2, minimum at x equal to 3 pi by 2. Maximum at x equal to pi by 2, minimum at x equal to 3 pi by 2. So that means B and D are wrong. Next, we have to tell about point of inflection. So F double dash. So for point of inflection, F double dash, that is F dash, should be 0. F dash means slope. Slope means horizontal tangent here and 2 pi by 3, 4 pi by 3. X equal to 2 pi by 3, 4 pi by 3. These can be point of inflection. Any other places? Here also pi. So at pi also. So you can see the points of inflection, the possibilities for points of inflection. That also you have to see. So which one will be correct? Point of inflection of all. So you have to take, according to the number line, what will come first? 2 pi by 3, pi, and then 4 pi by 3. So first 2 pi by 3, then pi, then 4 pi by 3, starting 0, ending 2 pi. And then we will talk about F double dash, that is F dash, that is slope. 0 to 2 pi by 3. If you see the slope, it is negative. Then 2 pi by 3 to pi. If you see the slope, positive. Then pi to 4 pi by 3. The slope, draw a tangent, negative. 4 pi by 3 to 2 pi. Draw tangent. The slope is positive. So there is change, minus to plus, plus to minus, and minus to plus. At 2 pi by 3, at pi, and at 4 pi by 3. At all these places. But if you see A and C, In A, of course, 0 cannot be point of inflection. 2 pi by 3, pi and 4 pi by 3 can be there. 2 pi cannot be point of inflection. But here they have taken the point of inflection as pi, which is correct. So option C is more correct. And option A is little bit wrong also. So we can't take that. Okay, next I will put question number 12. In question number 12, f of x, the piecewise function, is given. The number of critical points on this function. That is what you have to find. So we can write the piecewise function because mod of x minus 1 is there. It will be positive x minus 1 if x is greater than 1 or equal to 1. It will be negative x minus 1 if x is less than 1. So positive x minus 1 by x squared plus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 1. And negative x minus 1, that is 1 minus x by x squared plus 1. If x is less than 1, but it has to be greater than minus 1, because if x is less than or equal to minus 1, there is a different function x. So now we will find the derivative f dash s. This also will be a piecewise function. If you find the derivative, what you will get to set it equal to 0? The first one, quotient rule. 1 into x squared plus 1 minus x minus 1 into 2x by x squared plus 1 whole square. This is for x greater than or equal to 1. For x between minus 1 and 1, again quotient rule, minus 1 into x squared plus 1 minus 1 minus x into 2x by x squared plus 1 whole square. But this is for x between minus 1 and plus 1. For x between minus 1 and plus 1. And the last one is 2x for x less than or equal to 0. So we will set all these equal to 0 because we have to find the critical points or the turning points. On the next page. So when you set the first one equal to 0, you will have x square plus 1 minus 2x square plus 2x equal to 0. For the second one, minus x square minus 1 minus 2x plus 2x square equal to 0. For the last one, 2x equal to 0. So here minus x square plus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Here x square minus 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Here x equal to 0. Here x square minus 2x minus 1 equal to 0. So in one way, both are same. Because in the question, the number of critical points they are asking. So when you solve this equation, what you will get? X equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So here you are getting two answers. X, you will get two critical points. And here X, you got one critical point. X equal to 0. And here whatever be X. So you're getting total 3 critical points. Option B is correct. Next, question number 13. F of X is a given function for X between 1 and 2. G of X is F of X plus B sine pi by 2x. F of X is mod of 1 minus x. But G of X is for X between 1 and 2, F of X also between 1 and 2. So you have to see Rolle's mean value theorem or mean value theorem is applicable. And if it is applicable, you have to find the value of B also. These all things. So first of all, we will write F of X as a piecewise function. We will write it as positive 1 minus x for 1 minus x greater than or equal to 0, or that implies x is less than or equal to 1. But we don't need x less than 1. We want x between 1 and 2. So we need not write this positive function at all. We will write negative of 1 minus x when 1 minus x is lesser than 0. That means when x is greater than 1. Of course, you can take equal to 1. So that means this actually it is for x between 1 and 2, from 1 to 2. All these we do. And then g of x directly we can write f of x, that is x minus 1 plus b sine pi by 2x. This is also x from 1 to 2. The interval given to us is 1 to 2. So we will find f of 1. That is 1 minus 1, which is 0. We will find f of 2. 2 minus 1, that is 1. So Rolle's theorem is not applicable, because f of 1 is not equal to f of 2. So Rolle's theorem applicable to both f and g, we can cancel this. Then for g, we have to see whether Rolle's theorem is applicable or not. But before that, we can say in f, the function f, that is x minus 1, it is continuous and differentiable because it is a straight line on the interval 1 to 2. That means mean value theorem is applicable for F. So here mean value theorem is not applicable to F. You can cut this B option. Okay, now we will see G. We will find G of 1. 1 minus 1, 0 plus B sine pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 is 1. So it's B. G of 2. 2 minus 1 plus B sine pi, which is 0. So it's 1. So if B is equal to 1, then a Rolle's theorem is applicable. If B equal to 1. So mean value theorem is applicable to F. Rolle's theorem is applicable to G if B is equal to 1. Option C. Because if G of 1 is equal to G of 2, then only Rolle's theorem is applicable. That's why. Okay, we can go to question number 14. I'll put question number 14. F of x is given as integral 1 to x t plus 1 by t dt. G of x is equal to f of x for x in the interval 1 by 2 to 3. If P is a point on the curve y equal to g of x, such that the tangent to this curve at P is parallel to the chord joining 1 by 2 g of half and 3g of 3 of the curve, then the coordinates of point P. Okay. So because we know that f of x is integral 1 by x t plus 1 by t dt, we can say f dash x will be x plus 1 by x. Directly you can put x here. This is f dash x. Now what is g of x? G of x is equal to f dash x. It's given. So g of x is x plus 1 by x. And the interval for x is from 1 by 2 to 3. Now there is a point on this curve y equal to g of x. What is that? Half comma g of half. So we have to find what is g of half. 1 by 2 plus 2. That is 5 by 2. There is another point 3 comma g of 3. We have to find what is g of 3. 3 plus 1 by 3. That is 10 by 3. Tangent is parallel to the chord. So first we will find slope of the chord. 10 by 3 minus 5 by 2, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, 3 minus 1 by 2. So 20 minus 15 by 6. Denominator 6 minus 1. 5 by 2 will become 2 by 5. So 5 by 6 into 2 by 5. 5 and 5 cancels, 2 ones, 2 threes. So slope of the chord is 1 by 3. That means slope of tangent is also 1 by 3. Why? Because the tangent P is a point where you are drawing the tangent. It is parallel to the chord joining the 2 points. So slope of the tangent, you know it is 1 by 3. But how will you get the slope of the tangent? G dash x is 1 by 3. You know that g of x is x plus 1 by x. So g dash, the derivative will be 1 minus 1 by x square equal to 1 by 3. Or 1 by x square equal to 1 minus 1 by 3. 1 by x square is 2 by 3. X square is 3 by 2. X is plus or minus square root of 3 by 2. So in the options, plus or minus square root of 3 by 2. In which option you can find that? Option D. At least plus you can find. So option D is the correct answer. Next, we will go to question number 50. Suppose that f is differentiable. F dash x is lesser than or equal to 2 for all x. F of 1 is 2 and f of 4 is 8. Then f of 2 has the value. So suppose y equal to f of x is the function. On the function, because f of 1 is 2, there is a point 1 comma 2. And because f of 4 is equal to 8, there is another point 4 comma 8. And then it is given that f is differentiable. That means it is continuous also. And f dash x is less than or equal to 2. That is given. So f dash c, according to mean value theorem, we will take the interval which interval we have to take. Because we are taking the points P and Q. We have to take the interval 1 to 4. X is taken as 1, X is taken as 4. So the interval is 1 to 4. So f dash c will be f of 4 minus f of 1 by 4 minus 1. That is 8 minus 2 by 3. 6 by 3. That is 2. But we are given that we got f of c as 2, but we are given that f dash x is less than or equal to 2. That means if you are taking the two intervals, instead of taking 1 to 4, if you take 1 to 2, or if you take 2 to 4, you will get f of 2. Instead of 1 to 4, if you take the interval 1 to 2 or 2 to 4, what will happen? F dash c is f of 4 minus f of 2 by 4 minus 2. This has to be less than or equal to 2. F of 4 minus f of 2 has to be less than or equal to 4. What is f of 4? You know, f of 4 is 8. So 8 minus f of 2 less than or equal to 4. F of 2 has to be greater than or equal to 4. One thing we got. If you take 1 to 2 interval, f dash c will be f of 2 minus f of 1 by 2 minus 1, which has to be less than or equal to 2. What do we have for f of 1? 2. So f of 2 minus 2 has to be less than or equal to 2. F of 2 has to be less than or equal to 4. So both of them cannot be possible. That means f of 2 has to be equal to 4. That is option. So with this, we will end the class. We'll continue in the next class.